guys? Welcome back. Episode 2 of Everweave. Second continuation. Well, first, before I continue on this AI Dungeons and Dragons here, if you guys are, choosing to play this and try the adventures out for yourself, I'm gonna give ya. I wonder if there's go to my profile. Um, there's a code I can give, but that gives you extra thing here, but I don't know where that is at. For now, I'm just gonna see. Well, no. All right, so I'm gonna go to characters. All right, we're gonna continue the adventures of Nail, or how you ever pronounce that. All right. So here's the thing. I know I said I was gonna continue this game. I'll continue this with you guys, but I mistakenly start one. But I just said one thing, and that's when I realized that this was for the YouTube series. All right. So after this battle, all right, let's continue. The heat of the day feels suffocating, but your focus narrows to a single desperate point, the snarling goblin before you. Your lungs burn, and every moment screams of exhaustion, yet your hand remains steady with a final focused lunge. Your blade slices through the dry air and finds its mark deep in the creature's chest. The wary assailant lets out a raspy, surprised shriek before collapsing into the tall, dusty grass. Finally, still, silent washes over the grassland, punctured only by the heavy, ragged rhythm of your own breathing. Fendril Zav, having remained huddled on the wagon's bench in terrified silence, slowly climbs down to inspect the surroundings. He is completely unscathed, his cargo and his horse secure. You stand over the fallen foe, the adrenaline finally fading to leave you trembling, yet triumphant. You are alive, Deal, bloodied and weary, but the road remains yours to walk. Now, not only that this guy Fendril is useless, but you know, we all is well ends well, right? And as you get to see that I got my butt nearly handed to me by goblins twice. All right. So I decided to loot him. Ever like anyone ever do, like if you kill someone, everyone you might as well loot him, right? So it says, Neil, after I loot the goblins, I angrily repeatedly kick the goblin corpse that gave me the most problems. See who's laughing now. Yeah, I was enraged. All right. So I got the new item required: rusty dagger, dried meat strips, pouch of shiny pebbles. Uh, added 5 coins. Neil gets that. I don't know why it puts the name there. Like it gets. I'm the main character, so of course it's gonna come to me. All right, now that's when I put that there, and I just realized. Oh, I made two choices before I just realized that this was a YouTube series one. All right, now here you rifle through the ragged, stained garments of the fallen creatures, finding a handful of silver coins, a tarnished dagger, some dried meat, and a collection of useless shiny pebbles. Maybe able to sell them. All right. The scavenging feels hollow compared to the adrenaline of the light as you stand the rage that fueled you during the combat doesn't fully dissipate. You turn your focus towards the goblin that gave you the most trouble, and with a harsh, ragged breath, you kick the limp, lifeless corpse. Once, twice, harder still. It's a futile, desperate release of tension, your own body shaking violently from the exhaustion and the deep wounds you sustained. See who's laughing now. You rasp through your voice, barely carrying in the sudden silence. Fendril watches from a few paces away, his face pale and his expression right. I'm tight. He doesn't speak, but his eyes widen slightly, shifting from the shattered corpse back to your bloody form. the relief of survival tempered now by a visible weariness. He clears his throat, breaking the heavy silence. Neil, you're badly hurt. We should. He pauses, not finishing the sentence, clearly unsettled by the raw intensity of your display. Imagine you looking at someone kicking the corpse of somebody, kicking the corpse of something. All right. Now I put, then I stomp the goblin head in the ground with foot. I said with my foot, but I don't know why I don't put that there. Then I turn to Fenrir with a when a smile. Why is it making my think my typo when a smile? It's supposed to be with a smile. And say right then, glad that's over with. I'm going to tend to my wounds and take a long rest. Wake me up when the trouble comes again. Please don't wake me up. And then for some reason it repeats that again. I don't know why. See, he says right then, glad that's over with. I'm going to tend to my wounds. But I don't know why it does that. That's the thing about the AI is not that perfect, but it will do. Now this is the last one before I end up putting something here. Right, of course. Just get yourself settled, Neil. I will help watch from the wagon seat. Try to breathe if you can. Federal grips his iron-headed walking stick, which he should be using in the battle to aid me, because if he had did something, he would that last goblin would not, give me problems. But it's a walking stick. We know what damage a walking stick could do. White knuckle intensity. He slowly backs away from the carnage, his eyes darting between you and the tree line as if expecting more shadows to emerge. He climbs up onto his wagon. I don't know why it's just pulsating right here. My Discord thing. It's like somebody sent me a message. But I'm not gonna look at that right now. His movements stiff and uncoordinated, and stares out on the road ahead rather than back at you. You better not. You get kicked in too. But he's useless. But yeah, he's my companion. If he levels up, I don't know. Do I level up? Because when I level up, he gets to level up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm only out of all of that. I should be at least right here. At least I use my second wind. All right. And how much? Wait, how much HP I got 1 HP, right? Yeah, I got 1 out of 12. So I am going to take a I and take a long rest. All right. All right, long rest. All right, I got my long rest. With the long rest, I would do a short rest, but short rest might give you half of your HP back, or maybe I might get like an 8 or whatever. All right, I'm at 12. I got my second wind back. All right. Now Fenrir sits regularly on the wagon wagon bench, his eyes fixed on the surrounding dark as you climb into the back of the wagon to find a space among the crates to rest. The wooden boards are hard, and the air inside smells faintly of stale hay and old burlap. But the immediate safety of the wagon offers a reprieve from the raw, open expanse of the grassland. You close your eyes. The events of the day, the ambush, the adrenaline, your own violent reaction playing in blurred fragments loops behind your lids until exhaustion finally drags you into a sleep. Dreamless sleep. When you wake up, the world is bathed in soft pre dawn gray, the air crisp and still. Your wounds are mended, your body feels strong once more, and the tremor of your hands has vanished. Outside, Fenrir still sits on the bench, though he appears even more taut and sleepless than before. His gaze fixed on the horizon, waiting for danger you haven't seen yet. All right, so here's the thing now. As I wake up, as I wake up, I I hop. No, I sat up and will greet Fenro and told the wait, let me see. Uh, the trail. Wait. All right. So this thing is pissing me off. So I don't know which button to pause it though, because I don't know why. What is? All right. Let me just if I open. Okay. So all I gotta do is open it. All right. All right. So I put as I wake up, I sat up and greet Fenrir and told him if the destination is still far, you need to get some rest if you have not already. I could take over. Just tell me the direction to go and I'll maintain the course. Seems a bit sensible, right? Seems a bit sensible. Also, guys, as for the other games that y'all probably wondering when I'm getting back to it, we will get back to it. It's just that I have a busy life. If you like, y'all have no idea, you know. I would like to put these things like every day, to drag a lot of audience. But there are times like I can't. If you would see my Steam, like it's just, what I mean. I'm like, I'm just like, oh boy, you know. Okay, here we go. See, now I wasn't thinking that he was gonna let me do. You know what I mean? Okay, east. Just follow the cart track until. Just follow the cart track until you see the white stone mark of the trade depot. Do not, do not stray off the path, please. Fenrir lets out a long, shuddering breath, his knuckles changing from white to a mottled purple as he slowly releases his death grip on the wagon's railing. He slides down from the bench with stiff, uncoordinated movements, his legs nearly buckling before he catches his weight on the iron-headed walk stick. I think he's old because what other youth have a walking stick? He avoid meeting your eyes. He avoid meeting your eyes. He's gaze fixed determinedly on the horizon because he sees me kicking that goblin thing. I'm like, he sees me as something. Okay, so guys, if you decide to play this game, right, make sure you click this thing that looks like a we call a thread thing. Well, it's a scroll, I think. All right, because there is something in there that you miss that will screw you up. That you are like, where have you seen it before? It opens up a whole dialogue. You scroll all the way down, but if you're using the phone, it automatically locks on the place where you at. This will give you all the roster of everything that's in other dialogues. Ignore all of that. All right. Now, okay. Good morning. Sometimes the AI will will change your words to best fit, but if for now it just says good morning, Fenrir. Okay, see, it says good morning, Fenrir. If the destination is still far, you need to get some rest. If not ready, all right. So it's split. You see, as you see, I just made one sentence and it splits it. All right. See, I put as I wake up, I sat up and greet Fenrir good morning, and you already know the rest of that, right? And then it says you stretch, feeling the strength back in your limbs after the long rest. The morning air is cool and still as you climb out of the back of the wagon. Fenrir is still hunched over on the driver's bench, his eyes bloodshot and dark circles prominent beneath him. He looks exhausted, having clearly kept a vigil through the night. You offer him a greeting, your voice cutting through the quiet, and suggest you take the reins, and he gets some well-deserved sleep. All right, and then tells splits it off. Sometimes it will fabricate your words differently. All right, now this is just follow the track. So that's when you go, you press that back AM, say, now to put, of course. Mhm. So of course, mhm. Of course, I'll stay on the path. I hope I spell that right. All right. I didn't think that he was gonna give me it. I thought he was gonna say, "Nah, I'm good," because that's his wagon. You know what I mean? And you just met a stranger. It's like you have a ship, all right, and you bring somebody aboard your ship. A stow. Okay, well, you can't really call it a stowaway if you invite that person on the ship. A stowaway is someone that invite themselves on the ship without your knowing. So yeah, and then you like, I'm tired. I'm gonna have you fly the ship. You know, and then that's how it is. But he let me go. Let me go. You know. All right. Okay. See, you see now. Remember what I wrote before, right? You see how the AI changed it. Now it says Neil reassures him, of course, I'll stay on the path. Don't worry. Now get some rest. I'll continue the trek and keep an eye. Okay. The trade goods, keep them covered. Salt draws moisture. The damp kills the prophet. And keep the speed steady, Neil. No sudden stops. Phil reach out, his fingers trembling as he offers the leather reins to you. He lingers for a moment, looking towards the rear canvas of the wagon before turning away. He makes his way to the back, his movement heavy and unpracticed, and curls himself around his iron-handled walking stick, his eyes scanning the shadows inside the cargo hold. Now, mind you, it would give you a longer sentence if you type more longer. All right. Instead of you putting proceed, I open doors. I do this. You're not only that you're taking more of your message time and you're depleting it, you're gonna get a little bit. So if you give the AI more things to look at, it will give you a whole long thing. So this is what I'm gonna do right now. All right. All right. All right. So what he said right here, he says the trade goods keep covered. Okay. All right. So I with a gentle tug, we also, guys, my we call it words per minute WPM is not as great as you guys, so you just bear with me. All right, I'm a gamer, not a typist, so you know we continue our. Oh, I forgot the R. I think it's that journey. Yeah, you said to the east, right? 'Cause I don't want to mess up right here. You said east. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. As Fenrir stated, and that's a F, a capital F. Is this the name of somebody? As Fenrir stated, as he went to the back and the determined, uh, determined. Steering. Seriously. I'm sorry. See, when I make mistakes like that, I just use the grammar thing. And boom. And seriously. I took it seriously. I'm just gonna put things that comes to my head. So mind me, guys. Mind me. I took it seriously, and what I would do, and that, that's it. Don't sound right. Okay, say that's it for the first time in my life. Okay, with s- mm, I mhm, I just steer the wagons. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. I'll be surprised if you guys are watching this and you're like, "What is this guy doing?" You know. But like the more you write, it reads and it will improvise, a story with it, and it's fast. Okay, see how it's bigger than all that now? Fenrir retreats to the back of the wagon to attempt sleep while you take your place on the driver's bench, gripping the worn leather reins for the first time. The wagon is heavier than it looks, its center of gravity shifting sluggishly with every rut on the road. You give the reins a gentle, steady tug, a motion you've watched him perform a dozen times, and the horses respond, their heavy hooves clopping rhythmically against the dirt as you guide them towards the eastern horizon. The responsibility feels tangible and different kind of burden than the blade at your hip. You keep your eyes scanning the road and the surrounding grassy plains, ensuring you maintain the steady pace Fenrir insists upon. The morning sun climbs higher, casting sharp shadows across the path, and for now there is nothing but a steady creak of the wooden wheels, the rhythmic breathing of the horses, and your own careful, focused navigation of the trail ahead. Okay, okay, okay. Now, the question is, what do you do now? So, if you want to keep this pace going, because the thing about it is that the more you talk, the more is nothing going to happen. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, if you want this thing like to fast forward, you'd be like, I, I'll put as I. Every what is it? Every turn. Like, what is that word that when you look forward, you look back, left, right, every direction? Okay. Oh, matter of fact, Why is this keep on coming up? Why is this keep on coming up? Man. Somebody probably just messaging something. Let me just press this real quick. Who is talking? See, the thing about it is that it won't tell me who's talking. All right. Wait. Okay. All right. So after this, guys, because the other one was like an hour and change, or 50 some minutes. After this, we're gonna call it a quits. And if you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. All right. So here we go. Oh, okay. This is loud. Oh wait. Okay, this is a different one. So this is another one right here. Okay, you maintain a steady pace. The wagon's rhythmic creaking becomes the backdrop of your vigilant drive. Your eyes are constantly in motion, sweeping the horizon from the front arc to the left and then pivoting to check the rear, ensuring no movement in the tall, dry grass alerts you to danger. The weight of the reins in your hands is a constant reminder of the responsibility Fenrir placed in you, and you honor it by staying alert, your muscles coiled and ready to switch from driving to fighting at the slightest provocation. A quick glance backwards confirmed Fenrir is still deeply asleep among the crates, his breathing slow and heavy, undisturbed by the jolts of the road. With that brief reassurance, you turn your focus back to the eastward path. The horizon continues to unfold before you, vast and silent as you scan the plains for any sign of another threat, your hand never straying far from your weapon even as you stare. All right, guys. It took me like what I think I messaged like 3 or 4 times within the half an hour, and yeah. So if you would like, guys, try this game out for yourself. All right. I don't know about it getting on here. I don't know if you can get this app on the PC because as you can see, if I went here, all right, if I go here and if I were to say profile and I try to get something here, it says use your phone to manage your subscription. And it says your subscription was made in the mobile application. So whatever you made your subscription on, you have to use that. All right. So I have for okay, so you can buy messages and stuff like that, but your free messages limit will be reset in 26/3/15. So okay, these are seconds, right? These should be minutes. These are hours. These are days, right? If I'm wrong. Okay. So yeah, it says. So where's my thing? No. Okay. So okay. So it won't show you that. All right. What's this? Oh, here we go. So you see, you start off with free limits. These are the free ones that's given to you every new period. So basically, when you start the game for yourself, you sign up. Your period is gonna be within the month. So right now it's the 31st. So that's about I guess 8 days from now. I don't know. 21. Oh, 10 days from now. It's 10 days from now. All right, 10 days from now, and that's at 8 o'clock. I take it as 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock p.m. All right, and subscription. This is my subscription that I'm using right now that I paid for. So basically, it goes by this, and these are your message packs that you buy. They actually bought like these. Get message packs is these. I went and bought this. Normally, my thing's supposed to be 360 because my subscription gives me 300 plus the free 60, so it's supposed to be 360. It's 460 because I bought this. Once I use off that, let me see. Where's that message pack right here? There we go. So it goes from here. If you have any free limits, you use this first, then your subscription, then your message packs. I have 6 left out of the 100, so this not going to be touched unless this is done. All right, then the free limit's going to come in with the 60. Then you're going to be using this. It's going to halt this. It's going to use this until you're done. Then continue using this, and then your purchase pack that I purchased. And then when I use the last 6 of this disappears, and it's going to be just these 2. So that is it. And these are the. Sometimes I think there are different. These are coming soon. I got these 2 free ones that gives you free. Sometimes you can find codes to provide free messages. So it is a code that everybody have that you put in here, and it gives you free messages. You earn free messages. It will be 60 messages. All right, and I'm not gonna sign. I'm gonna keep this on here. So yeah, that is good. Oh wait, there it is. There it is. My message is right here. So if you guys are starting this game right now, all right, you get a free. You put this in here. All right, you get a free 60 messages added onto your total. All right, it says we love seeing new adventures join Everweave, and we love to reward you for spreading the awareness of our game. You can invite your friends and share your unique code with them. If they redeem it for the first 3 days, you both will get 60 bonus messages. So if you guys put this in, all right, you put this code, you go to profile, and you put your code into here, you get your messages on here. You get your free messages on here. All right. So yeah, I hope you guys, if you guys like D&D, I mean, this is the best. So far, this is the only D&D game here I play on my mobile app. There's others like it out there. I haven't tried those. I came across this because I saw an ad on YouTube and I play it. All right. So first come, first serve, and there it is. Without further ado, guys, if you guys made it this far in this episode or in this video, I thank you for the bottom of my heart. I really do. All right, and I'm gonna try to put more videos down when I can. All right, because like I said, I'm busy. All right, and I'm not as free like I used to be. All right, and I have work. Like I'm employed as much as I can't say hate to say it because who doesn't want to be employed. And sometimes when you're done with work, you got bags in your eyes and you want to sleep. First you're gonna eat and sleep, all right, and you have like 2 hours of free time. So right now I'm actually pushing it because right now I gotta get ready for work. This is in the morning right now, not afternoon. I gotta get ready for work right now. So once again, I thank you guys. You are the best, and give me a thumbs up or whatnot. It's up to you. I'm not gonna force you guys. I'm not gonna be mad. It is what it is. Um, well, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for a new one. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, for that. All right. Toodaloo.